Live from the Detroit studios in downtown, not anymore, Farmington Hills! It's Settle on the Screen Live! Tonight, your host is Nick Houselander.
That's it.
We got the new Galaga World Record Holder, Armando Gonzalez, with us tonight. And the latest video game world records from around the world, or galaxies.
Cool.
Christina.
Beautiful.
Hi, folks. Welcome. That's a long. Welcome to Settle It on the Screen Live. We are still live, aren't we?
We are very live.
Yes, the late night show to entertain and inform you about the world of competitive gaming.
Yes.
And mostly, Settle It on the Screen. You could just call it Settle It on in the Galaxies, because all we talk about is Galaga. Because good thing Donkey Kong's no longer a game. They got rid of it. I destroyed a couple more PCBs.
Yeah, TG doesn't even track Donkey Kong.
Nope, not anymore. Nope, they removed it. They removed all the Pac-Man scores too.
Awesome.
Yeah, so.
0. The world record in Donkey Kong right now is 0.
Yep. Then the top of the classic.
beat it.
The top games are Fortnite and Galaga.
Yeah.
So if you want to be a popular gamer, those are the only two games you got to play.
That's true. There's a couple more too, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah, so hi folks, thanks for joining us. If you are watching us on Facebook Live, we will try to watch the chat. But if you can, head on over to the Twitch channel. It's Settle It on the Screen.
That's Google's thing.
You can subscribe there, or you follow us there.
Yeah.
And then right about there, there's a little subscribe button.
Hit that.
If you got an Amazon Prime account, you could do it and it don't cost you a dime.
It's free.
It's free, and it
Less than
supports our
free.
show, and maybe we'll do it more than once a month. But right now, that's going to be our frequency for a little bit. I know you guys are a little disappointed about that, but it is what it
Amazon
is.
did raise their prices now, so
They
in order
did.
to subscribe to Settle on the Screen on Twitch, it only costs you $120 a year.
Yeah.
That's all it costs you.
To support, well, but you get free shipping and everything.
Yeah. And,
Mostly everything.
and how much of that $120 a year do we get for the show?
Well, if they subscribe every month, no. Oh, how much we get? Oh,
Okay,
well,
yeah,
never.
We don't get a part of your Prime membership. That's not.
No, we do, in a way. I mean, part of that Prime membership, if they subscribe to us. See, that's the thing. If you have Amazon Prime and you don't subscribe to any Twitch,
Is this like Spotify and how an artist technically gets money?
yeah, in a way. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
All right, stop talking
Don't
about.
listen to me.
We sound like Game Talk Live right now, talking about anything but video games.
Hey, we started that first.
I know. So how you doing, Nick?
I'm all right.
Doing
I got a
well.
Sucker. It's Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the original studio, so it's all right.
It's a nice day out.
There's a hockey game on.
We have the windows open. Yeah, that's right. Mark
Cohen will not be joining us tonight.
Yeah.
because-
Hi, Mark. I know you're watching the taped version of our
Yeah,
episode
the
tonight.
most important sporting event in the history of Las Vegas is happening tonight. Game 4 of the conference finals in hockey. So
Yeah.
Mark Cohen will not be joining us. So if you're looking for Mark Cohen in the
chat.
you will not find him.
Yeah. So
Not here.
unless the game's over, but it's second. It's probably second.
not over.
It's probably second intermission.
no.
So I mean, he might join in the very end.
Yeah, we'll give updates for you, Mr. Cohen.
Yes.
When you
So
watch this later.
yeah, because we're not watching it. We should.
What a
be watching
story
it. Yes.
that would be.
Yes, it would. It really would.
And that voice you're magically hearing
Whoa.
is Twin Galaxies. I don't know what you want to call him. He's not
The president of Twin Galaxies?
The future president of Twin Galaxies. Glendo, how are you, Glenn? Our guest host.
Yeah, he's our guest host.
That's right. And we will be joined by Armando Gonzalez, Galaga World Record Holder. I did see him in our little chat.
Oh,
I saw his
cool.
face, so I know he knows how to get in. Hopefully he didn't have connection issues. Probably just bowed out until we're done with world records and what. So that's kind of what we still talk about, don't we? Do we even have Jesus anymore on this computer? I don't know.
Sure.
Let's try this.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know how this thing works. Does this work?
Oh, that's it. That was it. Oh! Cool.
All right, no dog party today.
Oh, we don't have the world records.
We'll find it.
World records.
World records in what? World records.
World records in
what? World records.
World records in
What?
We
Got those world records playing video games. Oh, here we go. We can just do this. Watch this. Watch how fast we are. We just do this. I got it, Nick. I got it. Having a seizure yet? Latest video game world records from. It is actually they're all from Twin Galaxies today. No speed runs.
They actually are, yeah.
No speed runs. Oh wow! I think we're a little bit too relaxed to do the show.
That seems accurate.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. Nick, do you remember how to read?
I have.
Because you weren't here on the last show.
I was not.
Yeah. Oh, real quick before we get to world records, obviously we'll have the Galaga World Record Holder. We'll have a couple questions for him, but we will talk about the
GL.
I almost called it
35.
MGC.
No. That's in
MGL 35. We might play a couple games. I haven't played the latest couple.
Okay.
Galaga was my last one that I played and participated. Track and field.
Burger time?
No, well, Burger Time's brand new, so
Yeah.
we might play that tonight.
Okay.
So we'll get to that, folks, if that's what you are waiting for. But let's do the wipe. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
That's good.
Looks like we have a new world record from Miss Stefanski, that is Angela Stefanski, of the waste of the Seattle suburbs. She has like I mentioned, a new world record. On the Xbox 360, Burnout Revenge, NTSC, the North American
Version.
Crash, Return of the Semi-Dollars. Oh, wait, no, it's just Return of the Semi. Return of the Semi, and nice way to fix that. Nice spacing, Nick. Dollars, 10,244,000.
Charity work. What do you expect?
Not cents, dollars.
Dollars.
I think I forgot how to read. Congratulations, Angela.
You should have put the cent mark in there.
I
so.
should have. Yeah.
That's what it is. You only can do so much, right? Oh, hang out. We're not under time constraints, right?
No.
We're under nothing.
So we're gonna do this.
I wonder if semi-dollars is going to take over Bitcoin someday.
Oh,
That's
it might.
true. Here we go.
Oh, ooh, look at that. Well, that's the thing you used to do to me and Jeanette.
I know. When you put me in front of the switch,
No, I know.
things are gonna change.
Things are different.
Congratulations to Paul Kearns from England, a new world record on Gran Turismo 3, the 25 frames per second version, arcade mode, Class A, Apricot Hill Raceway 2, which means reverse.
Oh.
Fastest lap,
Or
1 minute,
direct
12 seconds, 0.627 seconds. Nice job, Paul. Kernsey, here we go. Glenn, you want to read one? Are you legally able to?
Yeah.
Cool.
I can read. And we have Matthew Felix from Animal, California on the ColecoVision Atom. KevTris, emulation, builder, still 5 points, 52,040. Congratulations to Matthew.
Yes.
Nice going, Matt.
Nice job, Matt.
Matthew, not Matt, sorry.
World records, right?
In what?
Here we go. A little bit too slow right now.
Sean Dwyer?
Yeah.
Yes. Sean the Hat Dwyer from Austin, Texas, a new world record on the Super Famicom, except he wasn't using that, he was using the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. Wild Snake, again, nice spacing. NTSC points, 17,139. Congratulations, Mr. Dwyer.
Yes. Good
I
job
think
by him.
that's-
He was also on Feelings and Stuff.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes,
Yeah, he
with
was.
Snowflake.
Oh, cool.
So, I just transitioned from the same slide, didn't I?
You did,
Damn it.
yeah. Yeah, whatever.
Must do it
They
again.
didn't know that.
Well.
You just made them.
All right, we got a new one, I believe, to the Twin Galaxy scoreboard. Johnny Bond from Denmark on the arcade, playing a multi-PCB of Ladybug. Medium difficulty, 3 lives to start. Could get more. New world record of 280,780 points. Nice job, Johnny.
Which beats the heck out of the last score.
Yes. So this transition doesn't
Welcome
really work.
to the show, Johnny.
Yes, welcome.
Oh,
Oh, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. John Brissy from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Xbox, Burnout Revenge, PAL, Running Lap, Central Route Walk, Forward, Fastest Lap, 1 minute, 4.32 seconds. Congratulations to the Briss.
Yes, nice job,
Jonathan.
Jonathan. We're on Media Player 1. I'm talking out loud.
Shook that man's hand and then he disappeared.
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh. We got Neil Parati from South Carolina. New world record on the Nintendo Entertainment System. Bases loaded 2. The second season. NTSC biggest blowout. 31. Beating Andrew Furr from 2009.
Fur.
Furr.
36 hits.
Yes. That's a lot.
So it's a lot of blowouts.
They got 3 hits too, though, so that's it wasn't a perfect game.
Yeah, but nice job. I like the NES.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's a good score.
That border's a little bit. That one doesn't work too well. We got Richard Cooley from Gloves, Nevada. A new world record on Paperboy, Easy Street, beating out Edward Owen, a new world record score of 176,359 points, just inching it out by, looks like, one paper. Looks exactly about almost 250 points, a little bit short than 250, because 250 is when you get it in the mailbox, so it could have been just one more mailbox delivery. That is pretty darn remarkable.
Yeah, I thought that was a heck of a score.
Yes, nice job there, Richard. We got some more world records.
He's watching the game too.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people are watching the game based on our viewership.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Based on our viewership.
yeah, it's okay. I mean,
This is what happens when a canceled show.
Yeah,
goes back
exactly. Yeah, on 2 channels,
Yeah,
on 2
exactly.
networks. I don't even know what. I don't even know what Facebook's. I don't even know if anyone's watching on Facebook. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Does it matter?
No.
Should I do this again?
Sure.
There we go. Oh. Nope. That doesn't work.
Ooh, that's the wrong one. Cool.
That's good.
I'll fix it.
Got it?
Here, I'll make it go faster.
Ooh. It's you, Mr. Updike.
And we have William Rosa from Vermilion, Ohio on the Atari 2600 Mousetrap. Game 1, difficulty VB. 210,501 points. Congratulations, the Bill.
Yes, nice job.
Another amazing score by Mr. Rosa.
Yes. Thanks for joining us in the chat. Hi, Mark. Fly, or I said so Armando's videographer for tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just came here to watch Armando. He ain't playing tonight. He'll be joining us. He's in the chat. We'll get to Armando shortly.
You mentioned Mark. That is not Mark Cohen.
No,
right?
no, it's not Mark Cohen. Mark Cohen's busy.
Yeah, Mark Cohen is not joining us for the broadcast. If you just tuned in, so if you were looking for Mr. Cohen, he is not here.
Is it you or is it me?
Oh yeah, me. Sorry. We got Cole Machine from Reindeer, New Zealand. A new world record on the Sega Genesis, The Incredible Hulk. NTSC points, 33,400. Congratulations, Cole. I believe this is his second score and his first appearance on the show. So welcome to the show and congratulations.
Yes. We got more, don't we?
We got more, yeah,
We got more. We got Max Haraski from Ghost Town, USA. A new world record on Driver 2 for the PlayStation. Quick getaways, the setting, Havana, Necropolis, D. Colon.
Sure. Well, the old colon. The old rotten colon.
Fastest completion of 11.1 seconds. Nice job, Max Haraski. Nice job.
Nice going, Max.
Yes. So what else do we got? Oh, look at that. Max Haraski is a Wingstop gift card winner.
He didn't even know.
He didn't even know. We didn't know until the last moment.
No,
so
we just found out.
Nice job, Max. You'll be getting your $10 Wingstop gift card in the mail. Folks, you guys only have 101 gift cards left. So
wow, that's it, man.
It used to be a lot bigger than that.
I know, I'm well aware.
So a lot of money, from Wingstop. So there's only 101 of them, folks. You better get on it, 1 per year. So maybe people are just waiting until next year. But we've only had 1 or 2 Wingstop winners this year. So nice job, Max.
Nice going, Max.
And hang on, that's not it.
Is that for later?
No, that's kind of something we don't need to say anything about anymore.
Wow.
So
how rude.
how rude.
Oh. Nice. Glenn, you want to take this?
Sure. And we have our guest tonight, Armando Gonzalez from Drywater, New Mexico, on the arcade Galaga tournament setting 6,056,490. Congratulations to Armando.
Yes, congratulations, Armando, on an incredible score. One thing to point out here, well, we'll talk to him about it. Armando, are you there? Can you hear us?
I hear a dog.
We see him.
You there, Armando?
Can you hear us?
Any chance? No? It's par for the course.
It's typical. Typical set on the screen. So super live. I'll give him a good old text message. Maybe he wants to see. Maybe he has himself muted while we talk. You think he would hear us though? This is entertaining.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this is exactly what the viewers are hoping for.
I'm texting him live on the air. Can you?
Nope.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you now.
There you go.
Great.
There on the phone and soon in the screen we'll have Armando Gonzalez.
Sorry, I'm using my phone and
It's okay. Congratulations, man. It was a awesome performance watching you at Score Wars. It's hard to believe. I don't want to say it's hard to believe, but I was shocked how quickly you captured the 5-man record there, tournament settings. Was it planned right away to go for it?
I'm sorry, you said awesome performance. Thank you. Yeah, it was unexpected. So yeah, and you called it too. You called it like about a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, with Phil. Yeah. It
Hard to
was,
hear you.
a little hard to hear us. It must be a connection issue, but
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
okay, good.
There's an echo in the studio, Mike.
There's a big echo in the studio.
Yeah, with both
Okay.
of us.
All right, we will fix
I
that.
can hear you.
You need batteries, Mike.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
It could be. Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. Take it over.
No, and like you were saying, Mike called it. This is actually kind of one of those records that we've been talking about for years, and obviously Galaga was never up there with Pac-Man and Donkey Kong. For whatever reason, I don't know, but it never was. But it was one of those scores that we talked about for years that were kind of like, is that score ever going to be beaten? And it kind of got to the point where Mr. Laidlaw had it for so long, we were just kind of like, well, maybe it just won't get beaten. And then all of a sudden, there's a Galaga tournament, and a couple weeks later, the scores broke. So it's like, okay.
He's connecting. We lost him.
Dang it.
We lost him, folks. Oh, maybe he's back.
Are you there, Armando?
He's coming.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear us, Armando? Hey, Glenn, how about I ask you the questions and then you answer?
For Armando.
Yeah, for Armando, yeah. Can you hear us, Armando? Something just happened.
Oh, no. Sorry, folks. We tested out earlier.
We did test it.
Super live.
Super live.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's what happens when your budget's cut
Yeah.
100%.
The entire budget is gone.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this score is one of those scores that I really was kind of like, I just wasn't sure if there was much interest in this game. Obviously,
I think there was always interest. I mean, if you look at Score Wars and how somebody definitely was interested. Oh, there, folks. You guys see our setup. Yep. Well, here he is. He's connecting. Well, here's the thing. I'll wait.
I did watch a decent amount
I'll
of
give
it.
1 second because this is what I wanted to ask of him. There he is.
Can you hear us, Armando?
I can hear you better now.
All right, cool. All right. So the one thing about Armando's, what Phil Day highlighted in his article on Twin Galaxies about Armando's score, I keep saying connection interrupted, was the pace that Armando was on.
Yeah.
Armando's pace, if you compare it to the marathon world record by Stephen Krogman, it was somewhere about 800 points per live. But obviously, we're playing. Armando was playing on the 5 live tournament, and somewhere around 1.2 million. So theoretically, then this is how I always feel about all classic video games.
You mean 800,000 per life, right?
Yeah, 800 per 1,000 life. Armando, based on his five-man game, was on a pace with 1.2 million.
I was going to say it was half, obviously far more than that.
Yes. So it was quite remarkable in that aspect. A lot of people predict that Armando could definitely push it further at that point. Sorry, folks. I thought this has worked too well in the past with cell phones, but
I know it worked great when we did the one from Vegas.
Yes, we did. Yeah. So.
Armando, if you can hear us though, how high do you think you can push the score?
How hard was the score, or how high?
How high do you think you could push the score feasibly?
I'm sorry, I could hardly hear you. Sorry. It went on my computer. Didn't realize this was gonna happen.
Yeah, that's okay. The internet's still not perfect.
No, we're still a good 20 to 40 years away.
Yeah.
Now, can you hear? All I was saying is your score's fantastic, and obviously
I can hear something. Yeah.
How high do you think you can push this score?
I think if I go on a good run, I think I could go probably, 8 million.
Wow.
I think 8 million, 9 million. I think I've done some really good runs a long time, like 3 months ago. I went I didn't lose any mana, and it was a marathon settings, and I didn't lose, and I was at 6 million, but I just stopped. But you have to get lucky too, so it's skill but luck too.
Is there any chance you're going to keep trying to push the score up? I mean, there's a good chance no one's going to beat this score. So, do you have any incentive to keep going for it, or?
You're talking about incentive for the marathon, or for the put it a little higher, higher.
Do you want to push the tournament settings any higher, or is the plans? Do you have any plans to go for the marathon?
Yes, I do. I'm gonna try next week. I'm gonna try the marathon settings. I'm gonna marathon settings. Hopefully, I minimize my losses, and hopefully I could try to beat the 5-man tournament settings again, like the record, and hopefully along the way complete the 16 million. It's pretty ambitious. My wrists do hurt, but I think if I sit on the stool, I think that'll relieve the pressure. And if I am within striking distance, then I'm probably gonna stand up and play standing up, because I kind of tend to get too relaxed when I'm sitting down on a stool. So I think if I am within striking distance, I will definitely stand up and play the, probably 10 million, probably stand up. Try to see if I could get it. But hopefully I could do it, because I know Farah's shooting for it, Andrew. So maybe I'll try to get it before he gets it.
No, that's good. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. A lot of people in the chat have been talking about how they think maybe the record should be split apart. Like, they think one should just be sitting down in a stool, and the other thinks there should just be a standing record. Do you think they should split them?
No.
Do you think you should have to choose between standing and sitting, or do you think it doesn't matter?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's a great guy. So, yeah, it doesn't matter who gets. I mean, yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, he's a great guy. So, and we're happy to get the scores, hopefully. So.
Well, that's the best part, is going back.
For me. So I got the 6-man. I mean the 5-man.
I just want to say, from the Score Wars competition, I had such great time watching the finals, and it was so awesome to watch your gameplay. Because of course I'm nowhere near as good as Phil or any of you guys, but watching you, Armando, just gives me hope, because I'm like, that's how I play. I kind of play this crazy type of game where I never originally played on Fast Shot like you did,
I've never
but
played that.
when I play Fast Shot, that's how I play.
I
And it's
know
like,
you couldn't.
and it's like, oh, it's so much fun to play that. And when you go back and forth, so excellent. I know obviously the arcade record is the most coveted record. Would you have interest in going for like every Galaga version? Like we're talking about like home consoles, MAME. Just curious.
Game Boy Advance.
No. I was pretty good.
That's a good one. Sorry. Laugh.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's okay. We're good. Here, we'll do this. Oh. Ooh.
New background.
Back to place.
Super Sword.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm
Wow,
actually in
look
the
at that.
cafe.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
I'm in the
worked
cafe.
perfect.
It's gonna die. My phone's gonna die, but. Kevin. Hey, Lord.
Oh,
My,
I love this stuff.
This is why doing a live
My phone's dying.
Okay. If you have a chance to get on a computer and call us back,
Yeah, we'll be here.
We'll
for
be
another
here. But if
half
not,
hour.
we might have you on next month or something like that too. If you can't reconnect, if your battery dies. All right. Yeah, he's gone.
All right.
All right. So hopefully he'll be back. Hopefully.
Yeah, well,
Well, this is where we can talk a little bit about the MGC. Hopefully,
the MGL.
MGL. I want to go to the Midwest Gaming Classic. What do you
Yeah,
think,
same
Glenn?
here.
Nope, nothing's working today. Yes, you are right. It wouldn't be the same if it wasn't live. You're correct. That's true.
Yep, it would be a show.
Yeah, it would be a real show. Yeah, there he is. There's Glenn.
Mr. Updike.
It's not MGC. MGC
I know.
is tainted this year. We're
know.
talking about the MGL.
Ooh, oh, wait, do you have stories from the MGC to tell?
I didn't go this year.
Oh, you didn't?
No,
For the first
no,
time.
none of Settle It on the screen showed up.
Dang it, I screwed up. I should have said, I know you did, and I can't believe you didn't go. It was awesome.
No.
Why? What? Did you hear bad things?
It was okay.
Well, they changed venues, so I wasn't
Yeah.
comfortable about that.
I like the
longer
other
can you
venue.
have a hotel room and walk around with a backpack full of beer. Which
Or
was-
just open drinking. I mean, that was cool, too.
Yeah.
yeah, that was
There's
the best part.
no point of hiding that you were drinking. Everyone else was.
Exactly. So you got that, and then Billy Mitchell showed up.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go through a whole show without ever
Are you
saying his
serious?
name.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I heard that, I'm like, I don't want to go.
It's like Pete
Because it's
Rose
going to
showing
be a
up.
spectacle.
Yeah.
It's like Pete Rose showing up to a baseball.
Don't go anywhere, Hector. Maybe he can come back with his computer. His phone died, so.
Doesn't mean he's gone forever.
Yeah, maybe he'll be back next show. Yeah, sorry guys, we did a little test beforehand. We got him in there, but
Yeah, and it sounded
you know,
good.
cell towers don't work as great as some weeks they do.
It depends.
Like
on
when we
the-
had our score wars that organizer on the show, that worked pretty.
No,
darn
that's what
good,
I mean.
so.
That worked perfect.
Yes. Hi Al, nice to see you in the chat. We are back once a month,
Al.
so we're really not going anywhere. Nice
We
job.
didn't die. I mean, we're still alive.
There's been a nice Intellivision match going back and forth on
really?
Twin Galaxies on a game. It's been pretty exciting
Between
to
who?
watch. Why am I blanking on his name? Obviously, Al
Al
Birdman
Birdman.
is one of them.
Chris
Why can't I
Birdman's
think?
brother?
No, not Chris Birdman's brother.
Okay.
I feel bad because I've been watching their submissions all the time.
John Sale.
Glenn Sampson.
Glenn Sampson,
Oh,
yes.
Mr. Sampson.
Glenn Sampson and Al Birdman, I've been going back and forth on an Intellivision title that I just got, so I don't know the name. It's actually really
Masters
interesting.
of the Universe?
No, not
No, I'm
Masters
just,
of the
I'm just
Universe.
saying television. Yeah.
But so,
Nighthawks.
all right. So we'll go back to what we were planning on talking about, right?
The MGL.
The
35.
MGL. It's really the only tournament thing going on at Twin Galaxies, unless you want to call it the H1Z1 thing that's going on that I still can't follow, but it's there. But other than that,
It's H1Z1 Beat the Mist, right?
yes, exactly.
I did hear they have a map. It's awesome. 256 competitors. 3, 2, 1, start. The whole map missed. It's
That's
really
awesome.
cool. It lasts less than a second.
There's a scoreboard if you guys can read it.
You can.
You
Quite
can.
the storyboard.
Yeah.
I can't read it, but you guys can.
Yeah, but one of the cool things about this, during the time that Armando got his world record, conveniently somebody of the name who hosts the show nominated
Soroka?
Galaga for the MGL.
Mike Soroka?
Yeah, I got a score, I think 170 or something like that.
Wait, for Galaga?
Yeah.
I think it was 165.
Yeah,
or
I
64,
was
164.
quite happy with that.
No, that's not bad.
So
it actually, if you go, I made one just for it, and you can read it because it's nice and big.
Oh, if I could only find it.
Right
Oh,
there.
here's Galaga.
Yeah, see?
Look at that. There's the
163,
Galaga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can submit that IMP over to Galaga Forum.
Yeah, dude.
I already did. I'm listed on the
Look at
Galaga
top
forum.
2 and then number 3. Like, that's kind of wild, though.
6 million. That's just wow.
Yeah, no. It's pretty wild.
That's on MAME, but still, nevertheless, it's an impressive score.
Nevertheless, I missed that line.
You missed nevertheless?
I just think it's kind of cool that someone got 6 million and then they looked and they're like, wait a second, I got 99? Like, how didn't I win?
Oh boy. We have Armando back.
Let's go back to
This is
that.
why you don't quit, people.
Yeah, this is why you don't leave, folks.
Oh, that looks
There you
pretty
go.
good. I think you found a computer.
I just went to the Apple iPhone iStore right now and bought a new iPhone. So with the winnings from Yeah Wolf.
Oh, I figured I got it right away. It was fully charged, hopefully, so we can.
That is impressive changeover, too. It took less than 5 minutes to put your entire contacts over to.
Yeah, and download the app. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's really
quite
good.
remarkable.
Good for you.
There you go.
It's worth
We
the
actually split it. Actually, me and Andrew split it.
Oh, you guys split the prize money?
Yeah, before we started, he I don't know, I thought he was joking around, and then he goes, you want to split the pot? And I was like, what? And he goes, you want to split the pot? And I was like, and I go, are you serious? He goes, yeah. And I said, all right, let's do it.
Hell yeah, always do that.
So yeah, so we did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
But
You just
pretty
throw
awesome.
it.
That's pretty awesome of you to say that, So to leave together like equal, So it was really nice.
Oh,
Really nice of him.
That cool. That takes the pressure off because you both know you're going home with a prize.
Oh, yeah.
You guys have obviously worked hard all weekend at Score Wars. I mean, it seemed like a grind in the first place, and then to have the match there on Easter. Like I said before you left, I had such a great time watching your gameplay, and I loved watching Andrew too. But watching you when you were down 2 men, because Andrew didn't lose a man at that point, you were playing out of your mind. I thought that was the most impressive play. Like I said, it made it very. Like I said, Galaga, yes, it's the same thing over and over again, but there's something about watching it that's a lot better. I
It's
believe.
an exciting game.
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually worth watching.
The question I was going to ask before we had an interruption in power from the Apple Store.
Yes.
Do you have any intent? I know where you plan on going for the tournament record and to push the marathon record. Do you have any, MAME or any other versions of Galaga, or are you just kind of going for the main prize?
No, just I'm going for the 16 million. I don't I'm on main. I just play at Button Mash and also at Button Mash in Echo Park by Dodger Stadium, and I play at 82 in the LA district cabinets. So that's where I go and play. I don't have any cabinets in my house, and I don't have any main. So kind of like handicap, but it's okay. It's nice to get out of the house and go play for a couple hours or an hour.
That's very awesome.
That's actually even better.
That's kind of better because I'll tell you what too. I mean, I'm nowhere on this here level of you, but when I go to an arcade and I play Galaga, I play way better than like sitting at home playing on MAME. And I keep wanting to get a cocktail Galaga, but I'm like, well, then I don't have anywhere to go to play it. It's like it's a special time just to play the game.
almost feel like maybe just
Yeah.
you wouldn't play.
Yeah, the owners of Bark 82, they're very supportive. Scott Davis and then Gable from Mash, he kind of was, because actually at 82 was like, you know, it was rapid fire, and I played that for like but then I had to I realized that I have to play slow fire, and so I decided to go to Mash. I remember like one time playing there, and I only lasted like 5-10 minutes, and I was like, I dog, you know, ran with like my tail between my legs, and I didn't show for another like 2 years. But then I stuck it out, and I persevered. You know, 1 million, 2 million, one goal after another goal, and my biggest hurdle was 3 million, because it took me like probably 4 months just to get to 3 million. But once I broke it, that was it, and like no looking back. And the only thing is that it had that machine had like the high score stage chip, or so it didn't really count. But it didn't matter because it still plays the same. So I was kind of like I was ready to show my stuff at at a real machine, and there's no question about my skill, because every time I would post like a YouTube video, people would always question if it was rapid fire, or a safe chip, or your high scores on the left. So, and I get a little bit of defensive sometimes, but I say with fast chip, slow chip, Dorito chips, doesn't matter. I'm a good player. Any game, give me behind any game, I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do damage.
That's right.
So, and that's because of I worked very hard to get to that level. Every day, pretty much every day after work, playing like 1 hour to 2 hours, 1 hour, like 1 hour to an hour and a half, and for 2 hours for 2 years.
Wow.
Damn,
2 years.
that's pretty awesome.
But it wasn't every day, but it was like pretty often, like in a week, it was probably like 4 times.
Yeah.
So,
Still.
so my, kind of like my goal was to get that 4.5 and, over there. And I did quite get that score a few times, but it's all unofficial, not recorded. But that's okay. I had, it's, when I went to Meow Wolf, I went there as a dark horse and not really knowing, and wanted to surprise some people. But some people are kind of a little bit like Andrew, Barrow, and maybe John and Phil. So, but everybody else kind of didn't really know my skill. Andrew Layla didn't know my skill. Didn't know about my skill. So so it was kind of nice to go there and show my stuff, and and then have the backing of Button Mash and 82. They were nice enough, kind enough to kind of help me to qualify. So they believed in me, and they go, yeah, you gotta go, because you're gonna probably you're gonna do some damage, top 2, and it's like, yeah, let's do it. So it was a little bit difficult to get the days off because of my I work for a bank. So I had to pull some strings to get those days off, and it got done. So I was actually resigned to the fact that I wasn't gonna go, but then I had different local arcades asking me, Neon, Buttermash, 82, different other friends asking me to asking to say, hey, why don't you go participate? But I was like, nah, I'll go next year. But then again, you never know, there might not be a next year. So that's why I had to do it this year, and it worked out great. I met all the guys, and we all formed a great bond and friendship. So, we're competitive, but in a friendly way, and we're not really cutthroats to each other. And we're very happy when someone gets a good score, and we all pull for each other. And over there in the score, we're the same thing. We're all pulling for each other.
Oh yeah, it was a great atmosphere. It's obviously the broadcast showed all you guys competitors, and obviously they had spotlights on your, about yourselves, which was cool. I loved watching the one about you. But just the camaraderie between you competitors it was nothing like anything we've else seen, or let's say modern gaming, how it is today.
Yes.
You guys are. It sounds weird. Modern gaming, sometimes those competitions, people look like robots. You guys look like people and friends, and just how most sports, not esports, are. There's a mutual respect for each
I was
other.
gonna say modern day esports to me just reminds me of poker. Watching poker on television.
Yeah.
It's very cold. Everyone seems to hate each other, and maybe they'll
Or
be
they're
like
faking it, yeah.
or they're just faking it to fake each other out. Where that's what I actually like about most of the arcade stuff. Is usually it's just people.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. They watch you do good, but they'll be joking with you and stuff like that too. So.
Also did track and field world record holder Hector. He helped you out, right, with your recording?
Yeah, we've met a couple of times at different arcade expos over here in Los Angeles and Pomona in this area. And so we said hi and bye, and he actually was another person that encouraged me to put a score, because I met him in Pomona. They had this expo, and I told him, I don't know, I don't know about, I don't think I'm going to be able to go. But then he was just put a score up, and I said, all right, and all right, I'll do it. And then Gabriel from Echo from Buddy Mash as well, and then Scott as well. And I said, okay, well, let me try to qualify then. So I put a really good score where, it was, I think 3 million. And I just stopped because there was no need to, I'm sure it was going to be number one out of all the people that are going to qualify, the top 7, they're going to qualify. I fear they're not going to reach it. That's pretty hard, 3 million with 5 men. So I'll save my stuff for it at Meow Wolf, but it didn't turn out that way. But yeah, anyways, but yeah. Anyways, I lost my train of thought here.
That's okay. So I know you said earlier when we were on the cell phone you were breaking in and out. Is it next weekend you were saying, or when are you planning the marathon attempt? You got some news
So I met him over there. I said hi to his wife Sylvia, and then we again, that's the third time we met, and then so we're like, we're going back and forth, and then when I at the end of when I got eliminated, I kind of broke down, right? I broke down because it wasn't because of the money. It was because I felt that I left, that I didn't do my best. It wasn't my best game. And people when I finished, they were clapping for me. And it touched me, but I knew I could have done better. And it really touched me, but I felt like I could have given him a better game, like a better show. And I felt like I didn't do that. And and then the pressure was over. So all these emotions just came down at one point, when I finished, and I didn't want to turn around because, I would have definitely would have broken down even more. So I didn't want to run out of the room. So the only thing I could think of was just bury my head in the machine, and then hopefully it goes away. But it just kept surging. And then Hector came over and comforted me, and Mark, and so and it was nice to comfort me, because I was emotionally drained. I shot my man. I mean, I didn't think of winning. All I thought was hanging on and just try my best to give him a good show, because it would be such a shame for the final to be short and not give people, like a good show with these Galaga massacres, like Andrew and myself. So kind of like more just hanging on, because he's a world record holder, and I'm already handing him like 3 chips to 5. And I like some of the energy, I think on that have like steel mentality, hang in there and persevere.
We lost you there for Armando. Can you hear us, Armando?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you can hear us. Okay, now it came back. All right.
We lost you.
We lost you for
40 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now I got you back.
Sounds like
I got to stand up, but yeah, no, just saying that.
For the Matrix.
Yeah. So, anyways, but I meant. Can you hear me?
It's kind of breaking up and digitizing when you're talking.
Yeah, we'll give it a half second. Yeah.
How about now?
That sounds
better. There you go.
So, yeah, anyways, Hector comforted me, and It was nice of him, and then Mark as well. And then we flew home, and then we just to play to record. And I said sure, and he hit me up, and then so hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, it's breaking
kinda
in
breaking
up a little bit again. Yeah.
His house, and then like I started kind of early, and then I had like 2 games. I played one at 2.6 million. Wasn't good enough, and then after that was the 400,000 wasn't good enough. I said, you know what, I'm gonna just like take a break and then eat. And then I saw some comments, and then I realized, you know what, like I usually play when I'm really warmed up, so I warmed up now. So, and I kind of like calculated hours it's gonna take to try to say get maybe like 3 million. I wasn't really, for the record, I wasn't. I was more like, I had a goal in mind like to do 3 million and then kind of stop it with losing a man or losing one ship. But it didn't work out that way. So I had only 2 men. I mean, but I was like, I didn't like the way I was in it because I was like struggling. So yeah, you finished on a good high note. But 3 million, I just call it a day. Come back another day, and me on. It was pushing me and gently, and then little by little, you know, 13 years old, and the next thing you know, I got the world record, you know.
Yeah, it was a very cool Twitch stream, and it was a lot of fun, for sure. At that point, is there plans for the marathon? I know you said you want to go for it. Is it going to be soon? Are you pushing for that now? A summer thing?
Yeah, it's actually, we're gonna try. Well, I'm gonna try next week. It's gonna be Hector, Kaylin, Harvest, Van Burnham, and I think that's it. They're gonna and Hector's wife, Sylvia. We're gonna go to Van Burnham's arcade, and she's gonna set it up, and we're gonna try to hit at 11. And I think it's gonna be like 10 hours, what I estimate. So
10 hours.
again, I'm gonna try, and hopefully we can do it. You know, so Wolf. When I was playing, I was close to 7 million. I lost like 3 or 4 shifts on. At like around the 65 million juncture at that point, but I was caught off guard by the machine, and but I think if I could do it all over again, I think I was on good pace to get 10 million, and probably even more, but it didn't work out that way. Yeah, next week, and we're gonna try next week.
Next week?
Before I'm risking any like more. Yeah, next week we're gonna try on Saturday. Because I don't work on Saturday, and it'd be perfect. And so I'm gonna just have to like go. I'm gonna have to go and practice a little bit, like gently, lightly, and to keep sharpening the skills. And it's not about the quality. Like I'm gonna try something really difficult. Like I'm gonna try like play for like maybe without losing a single shift, or like and then like for like the whole week, something like that. And then maybe close to the Saturday. Maybe I'll up it to 2 million on a Thursday, try to not lose any ships, and then get ready for the.
Yeah. It's all sorts of fun stuff. Oh, okay, Armando's there. Sorry about that, folks. We kind of went.
I can't believe it's still working.
Okay, all right. We're not 100% sure what just happened there, folks. Armando, you're breaking up a little, and obviously we just went dead for a minute. So you are going to attempt the marathon the Saturday the 26th. Is that correct?
I'm gonna try to do both at the same time. Hopefully, I lose 5 ships, and hopefully, I could try to up it more, and then and try to get to that 16 million mark. Hopefully.
Nice.
So, gotta do that.
I assume you're going to be broadcasting that?
I'm gonna what?
Are you going to be broadcasting that?
I think so, because Hector's gonna be there, and I think they're gonna do it because they're very well. They have good knowledge with like recording and knowing what to do with the Twitch and with the and for galaxies. So if it wasn't for Hector and his wife, I would have still be like
VHS territory
without a record. and then also Andrew encouraging the other friends encouraging me. So
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's pretty
So-
nice of them.
So yeah, well, everybody will be obviously rooting for you around the world on Twitch. It'll be exciting to watch. That has been kind of a holy grail, and we know you.
Oh,
We
yeah.
know you have the pace to do it. Like we said, we figured you would break the world record at some point. I was surprised how quickly it was, but it's definitely exciting for a 35-year-old plus game. That
Yeah.
Many of us, or me and Nick, something we like.
Oh no, it's one of the. Yeah, I
It's one
actually
of the
do
games
like
we
that
love.
game. So
You know, we always-
it's a different
always
change
play
of
that kind
pace.
of stuff. So
Yeah, I think it's doable. So either me or Andrew, I think it's doable. So
That's good. So next Saturday, the 26th of May, check Hector out. I'm sure he will be sharing
we'll be sharing
links.
the Twitch. We might
Yes.
rebroadcast it for you.
Oh,
guys.
nice.
So, or at least
Oh.
link it to the right spot. So you guys can watch Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great
oh,
event
that's
again.
right, Memorial Day weekend. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
You got that Monday off to recoup before you got to go back to work.
Yeah, no kidding.
Real quick, is there any other games? You know, we meet some of the classic arcade gamers. They play one. I like Robbie Lakeman because he plays other things than Donkey Kong. Do you play any other arcade games that you enjoy?
For console game.
Yeah, it's Carry Warriors, Twin Cobra, Rastan, Ghouls and Goblins, or the
Holy
Ghost
cow,
and
so-
Goblins.
So you basically only play impossible game,
Except Galaga.
except for
Yeah,
Galaga Warriors
Like,
and Ghost of Gal- what is
like to play those games. So there's other games. I played a lot of other games, but I can't remember right now. But I'm not good in Street Fighter type games. I just horrible.
That's
So
amazing to me.
yeah.
Those are the games you picked. You're like,
Oh my god!
really?
Well, all of those games are like specifically so difficult.
Hey,
That's incredible.
he likes the challenge.
Ghost of
Dragon, Double Dragon,
Garp.
2.
Now I know you've been
Wow.
you've been pushing the record and you're pushing yourself and you're going for these records. And you started on Fast Shot. This was a question I should have asked you a while ago.
Oh, okay.
Is there a preference for you still to play just for general fun? You know, just walking up the machine, gonna play 30 minutes. Would you rather play on Fast Shot or would you rather play on the standard now?
Standard.
Standard? Okay.
Oh.
I like to play standard because Fast Shot is just so easy. It got so easy that I only play with one ship only now, and
yes.
I could carry that one man for a long time because I got bored. I really got bored, and I actually stopped playing it because I would get bored, and I was like, I just didn't want to play no more. I refuse to play it now because the slow one, it's so challenging, and I get more satisfaction playing the slow one 30 minutes or an hour than playing the rapid fire for like 10 hours or 7 hours.
Yeah.
It's more satisfaction. I leave the arcade, say, hey, there's plenty of time in the day. It was challenging. It was exciting, and I enjoy it. Yeah, because I played, I don't know if you know this, but like in 2000, I think it was February 2017, I got 21 million on rapid fire,
Wow.
which was like 10 hours and a half standing up at Arcade 82.
Record.
And that was the last time there was another guy there that his name is Steve, and he had like 17 million. And so he was always like, we were going back and forth, and I finally just decided, you know what, I'm gonna put this record out of your reach. Physically, you're not gonna be able to do it because you're gonna have to be standing up because we got no bar stools there. So
see?
I'm gonna
Stand-up record.
put this sucker another 21 million. That would be like another like 2 hours and a half for that person to be standing up and trying to catch my record. And I stopped also on 21 million because the previous record that I saw on YouTube was 20 million rapid fire, and that was by Krogman.
Okay.
So that's why I did that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm more proud of this score than the 21 million. You know, it's I tell Phil that I take more satisfaction out of the 6 million, you know, playing 4 hours than 21 million because it's just too easy.
Yeah,
And
it's
just-
easy. Yeah, exactly at that point. And like I said earlier, when we first started, I don't know if you heard us because we were having connection issues, so I was trying to talk a lot about your score, but the fact that you're scoring 1.2 million
per life.
per ship, it's just it's an amazing amazing accomplishment.
Yeah,
Like for
it is.
example, now Galaga, you wouldn't, playing one ship is a lot different with the double. But like for example, I love the Twin Galaxies record. We'll use John McAllister for example. There was Asteroids Marathon, which you could just get lives as long as you can stay awake.
Okay.
Then there's 5-man in Asteroids, which is like, well, yeah, we're shorting it.
Yeah.
Why not just make it one life?
Yeah, that's
whoever
true,
can get
yeah.
the furthest on one life, it's still based on per life, and that's where the 5-man works good for Galaga.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could say 2-ship Galaga. You could bring it down to that, because that's still part of the game as doubling up.
Of course.
Any interest in Galaga 88? Have you played that? Do you like it all, or no? No.
Horrible.
Love that.
I can be honest with you. Like when I was young, I never played. I sporadically played Galaga. I was not really. I was not really interested. But as in the '90s, I partied. I didn't really play at all. I mean, because video games are gone. And then in 2012, like Phil had he has vision problems and on his left eye, and so did I. And so I got operated on my left eye and then on my right eye. And that's 2012. I had a detached retina on this one, and then on this one, I had they had to cryo freeze the retina to the back of the wall, and so both eyes were out of commission for a while. Galaga wasn't even in my mind. But when I started playing again in 2014 because of the Barcade 82, I was so thankful that I didn't lose my eyesight and I could play. So and I admire Phil because, I mean, wow, for him to do what he's doing, those scores, I cannot imagine with one eye myself, because I was without one eye for a while, for both eyes, different times. One was covered, the other one was covered different months, and I couldn't function. I mean, I couldn't function, and I'm amazed that he could function and he does well in Galaga. I don't know if I could do that with one eye. Yeah. So. And that's the first thing I felt like. Right away I told him, hey, I respect what you've done. I could relate what you've gone through, but his is more intense than what I went through. But I still and I tell him wow, it's amazing that the top 4 Galaga players have had eye surgery. So it's kind of funny, but amazing too. So
amazing. Unusual too, and just the odds, but
is it possible that Galaga ruins your eyes? Is that a thing? Maybe
I guess that's something the researchers will start looking into.
Maybe bionic eyes too. Maybe that'll be the next thing with video.
Yeah, no, that's another thing too. I forgot to tell you is that I went to the ophthalmologist about a year ago, and he told me that eventually my left eye with the buckle, they put a buckle, that eventually it's gonna get cloudy. So I think it's a cataract, or I think it's cataract.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm crunched. I want to try to get it before anything starts happening to my eyes. So especially the left one. So he said he could operate it and make sure clean it up. But it's something can happen, and maybe you lose it. And so I want to do it now. So right now, especially since I'm hot, plain white.
Yeah.
And I'm in the zone even when I don't play and I go and play a little bit sporadically. I've been consistently playing, so I don't want to lose that edge and just go for it now. Even though my wrists are hurting, I think I could bear the pain and just try to be smart about it. And Andrew Barrow's tip about having the stool kind of helped, when I was playing at Meow Wolf, and I'm gonna take that to heart. And when I go this weekend to play for that marathon, hopefully I could beat it. We'll see. I want to get close to it, or I'm gonna just try to. My goal is gonna just try to get 10 million first, and then worry about the rest. So.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate you coming on the show. It is so cool to see your record, and we'll definitely be in anticipation of next weekend.
Yeah.
We'll definitely spread the news around it, so hopefully we get you some more comments so you can check in between loops, I guess,
Yeah.
more or less, give you some encouragement, and we'll definitely be rooting in your favor for sure. So, nice job, Armando, and we'll, like I said, we'll see you next week.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, man. We really appreciate it. Congratulations.
For saying that I was gonna for saying that I was gonna get that world record. It was like about a month ago, and I was really like, wow, he really believes in me. So I also thought about that too, and thank you for saying that, because it really that also motivates motivated me too.
Oh,
So
no problem.
No problem,
yeah,
man.
That's part of our show too.
Yeah.
Keep pushing the games we love. It gives us a new reason. Gives us another reason to keep playing the games we like.
Exactly.
That's the only thing, and just have the enjoyment of the camaraderie of the other competitors, and to enjoy these games still to their full capacity. So. Perfect.
yeah. Okay, cool.
Cool, man.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything. You guys have a good one.
Yeah, you too. Thanks.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Awesome. That was cool.
That was
Sorry,
very
folks,
cool.
for all the technical problems, but that seemed to work out really good.
The last 20 minutes or last
Well,
15
for
went
you,
okay.
Mark Cohen, we're going to edit out all the little, technical issues.
Yeah, don't worry, Mark.
Don't worry, Mark Cohen. You should be joining us right now. Isn't the game over yet?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think, should we start it?
We're gonna remove it.
Live updates. NHL.
Vegas. We'll briefly talk about
Vegas won 3-2.
All right, Vegas 1-3-2. Hi,
So,
Mark Cohen.
Mark Cohen is very excited right now.
Yeah,
Which-
should be joining us in the chat and just flowing it up.
Which means if we have a show Sunday, it will be, once again, the biggest game in the history of the city of Las Vegas.
Speaking of Sundays, me and Glenn did our last month's show on a Sunday, and people
That's
seemed
right,
to
you
like
did.
it. So what? If you guys, if there's a certain night of the week or a certain week. Now, granted, we still say because we're hosts. But
If you say, we like Wednesday morning,
you guys
not
like
happening.
Sundays at, or a little bit earlier time for
2
the
in the
show,
morning or something?
let us know. I mean, you can always watch our show on iTunes, etc.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be live, but that's
at
nice.
That point. So, yes, we need to see a River Raid game this summer to 1 million. I don't know about that, Al, but I got some television scores that I am working on. But the MGL.
Yes.
Yes. So it's the only competition going on at Twin Galaxies right now, in my opinion. Really, it's been a slow year at Twin Galaxies with Score Wars, Armando's world record, and thankfully for the MGL.
Well, yeah, I mean, the first 4 months of Twin Galaxies was more about removing scores and not setting scores. So.
But it's all important. But
No, it needed to be done, but.
And, did you know the submission queue? I know you haven't been on Twin Galaxies.
No, I haven't.
The submission queue is up to 16.
Oh, that's double. That is double the warning mark we had at the end of December.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Wow.
I will be honest. I'm not saying there is quite a few of Angry Birds.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I mean, but I'm just
I
saying
didn't see any in the
multiple-
adjudications. Yeah,
The multiple amount is out there. So
yeah, I'm not surprised.
I've said this before in the past. They need to raise the price a little bit.
I agree.
Go from 3 submission points to maybe 5.
Or maybe have a price. $10,
No pay.
right?
No,
$10,
not
Mike?
paying, Nick.
That's
If Twin Galaxies is charging, we will not talk about. We'll have another show where we distance ourselves from them.
oh, okay.
Then they'll sell it to somebody else. Then we'll be welcome back again.
We'll go through the whole thing again.
We'll go through the thing. We'll do the show every night for like a whole year,
Mhm.
and then eventually it's just a cycle. It's
Yeah,
just
I
like
don't
the
know.
stock market.
And we'll do it because we're stupid,
Yeah.
but
But you guys actually no. The reason we do it is for you guys.
no, it's
watching.
100% the reason we do it.
So I've been playing in this MGL. I'll tell you, it's a lot harder with the keyboard. I played
Yeah.
track and field, and I couldn't get more than 24,000.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not-
basis
I'm
for if
not
that's good or
having
not, but
Too much fun. I'm excited for the latest game released, Burger Time.
yes.
I like Burger Time and Intellivision.
Scores are already pretty good with them, and it's just started, so.
But guys, the 1,600 subs, 1,200 are Angry Birds. Well, I guess that's not so bad. Mike's mic isn't picking up very well.
Is it because it's off?
Because it's off.
Oh.
That make a big
Wow, it's been off for a while. Then.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
no, it's been off since 11:08, and it was 11:09.
Oh, really?
So maybe I just grazed it. Thank you, David, for pointing it out.
10:40.
We might reset and we might rebroadcast some me playing some Burger Time on MAME,
cool.
so we might do that. But make sure you guys love and share. Don't love and share this post. I guess share this post, but head on over to the Twitch.
Yes, do it on Twitch.
Do it on Twitch, folks. If you can't Prime subscribe or give us bits or whatever it's called, just watch our show, do the comments. Let us know what night of the week works for you. Do Sunday nights work better for our show? We are going to be doing it just monthly right now.
Yeah.
Maybe the frequency will go up in the summer. Maybe we will do our arcade of tour, our tour of arcades. But right now, it just can't happen. We threw a lot into Settle on the Screen the past 2 years, and
Yeah,
we're kind of tired.
I was going to say,
tired.
not that we won't still be continuing to do stuff throughout the year this year, but bigger, more adventurous things for Settle on the Screen is probably not happening until 2019
Yeah.
if it happens. So 2017 kind of took everything out of us. Not that we don't love doing the show, but it was a lot, and you guys know the history of it.
Yeah, we won't go through it for a third time, but
wanna talk about
we just want to thank you guys for watching us and joining us too.
Episodes in MASH.
It's
Yeah,
true.
oh yes.
There's 333. No, today's 331 episodes.
Yeah.
Settle it on the Screen.
There's only a handful of shows like The Simpsons, Law and Order. Like there's only certain
The
shows
Tonight
that have-
Show,
Yeah,
The Late
Tonight
Show with David
yeah,
Letterman,
Exactly.
Nightly News
Well, yeah, technically,
with Tom Brokaw.
Show it on the screen. Let's get real technical here.
Yeah.
Next
no.
month on the show, if things don't change, 'cause see, that's the thing, when it's every month, there's a lot more content to talk about. But we have a local gamer who might come in the studio and maybe go for a high score. So we'll be back to settling it on the screen.
Ooh, and the biggest tease of all, 5.51. Is it actually possible? No, I'm joking.
On NHRA drag racing for the PlayStation 2.
Yeah. Oh.
I love 5.51. I'm actually wearing my Human Element shirt.
Oh.
Ah.
Cool. That's a good shirt. I love that.
But
love that shirt.
I am wearing it. My favorite shirt of all time.
Yes, excellent. So that'll just be us for tonight. We might come back. I might come back and broadcast some MAME games if we get everything working right. So if you guys want to stay tuned, just stay on the channel. And we pop up, you'll hear our annoying voices. You'll probably be hearing some Christina Aguilera music.
Definitely.
If you guys didn't know,
She is back
she's
on
back
tour.
on tour. So I think us saying goodnight to her every show
I
in
think it helps.
2007. We didn't do that the past 3 shows. I just noticed that. We will do it today.
Yeah.
Because she's probably not watching because she's busy preparing for her tour.
Yeah.
But I think that Christina Aguilera worked.
Maybe we lost the hope, and then she saw it and she went,
There's people in Detroit who want to
"Wait."
see me.
But then she noticed we didn't say it, and she's like, oh no, maybe they forgot about me. And she's like, we gotta go back in the studio. Come on.
I gotta get back on tour.
Yeah.
Tour, you haven't toured in 10 years. Well,
Yeah.
that people
You're
forgot about
welcome,
me.
Christina.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of thank you, you're welcome.
That was in 7 seconds.
That was beautiful, Mike.
perfect.
No, I think that was less than 5.
Less than 5,
She
that's
can't
cool.
sue us.
No.
But if you want to
why
sue us-
should actually, if she can sue
Christina,
us?
if you could sue us, that would be fantastic.
Yep. Just 2
Tell
more.
us what we need to do to make you sue us.
And if you can give us 2 front row tickets, that cost $495
Oh,
to the
what?
Fox. Yeah. I looked at it. I almost bought them, Nick.
Why would you do that?
I'm sorry.
And
I was on,
don't get me wrong,
I was
I
on
wanted to see
Ticketmaster. Where are you going, Al? No, we're still talking about
$1,000.
Christina. Yeah,
We're still not over.
there was
We can
front
go back
row.
here.
There was center front row tickets available, which I was still shocked that front row center
Yeah,
was
I'm
still
actually
available.
kinda surprised.
But it was because of the prices.
General
$495, and you know it doesn't sound good front row.
Well, no, I'm
So
sure it
that
sounds like garbage.
so that's why I'm like, no. And then I was like, no, we're in the balcony. So
Oh, yeah, cool.
Oh, yeah.
We're in
All
Donkey
right.
Kong shirt.
Donkey Kong. She does like Donkey
No, I know
Kong.
she likes Donkey Kong.
That's the bad thought about hating.
That would be a great cab to burn. Think
Oh,
about it.
Wait, we could just buy one of those little mini cabs, and while she's singing, we could burn it.
She might get mad at us, but whatever
We'll
gets
just
us to
set it
time.
on the stage and light it on fire.
So we spent $1,000 to get close enough to the stage
So we can burn a mini
burn a mini Donkey Kong
And get
cabinet
kicked out.
and then get arrested for arson and never do the show again.
Well, no, because that will be a way of us saying we want an encore. Instead of loading a lighter up or a cell phone, we'll burn a cabinet.
Well, it's either going to be an encore or the greatest finale yet.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she'll come out Hannibal Lecter style, being held up, and they'll be pushing a dolly with her on top of a Donkey Kong cabinet. It's going to be
It
great.
says name on the side.
Yeah, I think it's called the Arcade Tour. So.
You guys don't want to hear about that, but it was in our intro, so we were going to talk about it. So we will say goodbye now. Good night, Glenn.
Good night, buddy.
Good night, Christina.
Good night, Christina.
You're welcome, Chris.
That's just so sad.
Thanks,
Oh,
Steve.
it's on loop. That's the best part. Oh, maybe it's not on loop.